Hey guys, welcome back to Valhalla. This is TJ, your gamer girl, signing on. We got evicted. We're getting evicted. I couldn't pay the $10,000. I had $9,100. I should have just skipped on some impulse buys. Like, she didn't need every single thing that I gave her. Especially some of the more expensive ones. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck! Well, that's a bummer! She's sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So, was it a guy? Never thought you saw him that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you was literally the only way I know how to get through you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner! At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? No, after that idol girl came again yesterday. I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No! Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Oh, that's it for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. Wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. I mean, they just said that. They just said that Alma didn't. Whatever. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? Don't ask the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What do you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right. What? Nothing. Gut punch. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. You okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilum tons are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tons were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked our personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interested. Why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you can make a seismograph with them. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet. Sweet. How about a moonblast? Here. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. It always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilim managed to create biological life years from now, it'll all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is... You love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with the sugar rush. Okay. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. Man, that Go-Go's a blast! Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Diddy? Diddy's too much of a prick and Go-Go's tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Oh, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Lilim! Cam girl! Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Alright. Another Sugar Rush. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you doing in my turf? Streamy-chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streamy-chan's awesome ass lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble? Why not call yourself Streamy-chen? It's funny that you mentioned that. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico-Chan. I changed websites so the name felt a bit out of place, and thus I became Streaming-Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming-Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because last time I came I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack your shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, stream girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but... Well, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became... unreadable. Oh, so he's the contract too. Yup, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him, he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright! 2 big beers, honey. 2 big beers. 2, 3, and 4. 1 beer. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, now I'm not feeling my tone or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. Once I met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water. I just wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. Not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in the back with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a smaller cooler, opened a hole in the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, so that's also the last time I have sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing hot water. Felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, this cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait! I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapade for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in! I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Hi, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this Mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. Pyramid in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? We're in the same place. Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. So I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much for me. I'll leave the closet door open for you in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Nothing. We'll just party. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. I only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. You alright? I'm scared. Gaby will show up at any minute. Relax! Everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something! Maybe that'll cheer you up. baby. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If we get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. I'm getting evicted, but everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine, except for the eviction part. Everything will be better after I talk to Gaby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gaby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed. You laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18. But kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how does she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack, and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And then the amount just increased 3-4-fold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having the heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. Best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call all that wonder under the bench, shall we? You sure? Of course I am. So how'd you find me, exactly? Well... Have you heard of a message board called Danger/You? I have, yeah. Well, the truth is I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Oh. Back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. As she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there. But she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. Then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought of suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore. No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and work in a job I hate. Just out of routine. Getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself. Think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Maybe if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, Maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself onto her so much. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that. Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? Now you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded. But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. In the perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear you and my sister were meant for one another. You both moved on after all of that, but neither of you had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. Like I said, already myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything's just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then! So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Something sweet and non-alcoholic. Sugars? Here we go. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, but as I give a drink to your little sister, it's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gaby in your absence. I'll make sure Gaby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey! Wanna add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. Idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot. Ugh. Hey, Joe, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gaby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers! So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult, and it doesn't have any alcohol in it, so I won't get in trouble. I might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. I think back to it. Didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh, yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubble gum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and might jaw her for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Whoa. I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So, do you like eating me for lunch?" Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clary's, actually. Oh. Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using me as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Wanna stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened the second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District almost has no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I know it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. Whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How'd she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since. August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh, I thought there was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? Small New Year celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. think I'd be evicted. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month? I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on use of stuff, right? Right? About that. Forget it, I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here by the... Whoa, your bed is huge! Queen size, considering I lived with the guy for at least 4 years. It can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like the singles life, I guess. Hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a massage in... over 2 years now. That could be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. Nighty-night. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... 04, go away. Oh, you piece of work, don't you dare sleep on my